This is going to be a love reading. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Please don't force a message to resonate. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment your thoughts. Alrighty. I'm going to be working with the What's the Vibe deck, the Akashic Oracle deck here, and also the, I was going to say fairy, angel tarot deck, or archangel tarot deck, as I like to call it, because it has a lot of inspiration and messages from the archangels. I'm going to be pulling 2 cards out of each deck. Choose a pile. So make sure you start choosing a pile as we speak. Okay. Have to think about where to put my decks. I hope y'all have been well. My TikTok is Yara del Guabe, just as it is written on my YouTube channel. Feel free to book with me. Feel free to refer people to me. If you refer someone to me and they end up satisfied with their session, your first 2 sessions with me will be half off. You will not be paying full price for the session. That is only if you refer someone to me. Okay, so and then I'm only going to be doing one of the Akashic Records Oracle deck because I believe there's no need to make it more than it has to be. This is just going to be the overall theme of your read. This one flew out. Going on. Alrighty. Alrighty. Deep breath in. Make sure I'm in frame. Deep breath out. Alrighty. So, if you chose group 1, this is your message. You've got authenticity, healing, nightlife, Ten of water, so 10 of cups, the World card. So right off the bat with the World card, in the Angel Tarot, the World is significant because of Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael is the Archangel of the World card in this specific deck. You may be craving protection when it comes to your love life if you chose group 1. Know that a lot of the progress that you've been making and making sure that you're less insecure in your relationships, that you have more secure attachments, that you're not projecting onto your partner, or that your partner isn't projecting onto you, like you're getting somewhere. Either you completed something within yourself, completed or had some progress within yourself or in your relationship as a whole. That's if you're in a relationship. Now, if you're not in a relationship and you're currently single and you chose group 1, then this is what you're seeking. You're seeking security, protection. You're not just seeking someone that looks good on the outside. You're looking beyond that. You're looking up for substance. People of substance, people that can actually lead you somewhere instead of leading you astray. Okay, and on the literal card, a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path toward enlightenment. So you're going to be attracting, if you haven't already, people who align with what you have been craving. You've been craving mutual connection. You've been craving a connection that doesn't just drain you all of the time. You've been craving a connection that doesn't just require so much out of you just for you to be feel a sense of disrespect because you're not receiving that back. Okay, with the 10 of water being here, you're very emotionally driven, but you've been doing a really good job at not just talking the talk but walking the walk. Completion when it comes to your goals emotionally, doing more things that bring in healthier boundaries for yourself and not feeling bad for it. Possibly meeting someone if you're a part of the nightlife scene, or your job has to do with being out at night, or kind of like bottle service, bartending, dancing, or channeling a more riskier side of yourself, a more fun side of yourself. I see you finding someone, or coming across someone, possibly in person or in social media, group one, that is going to awaken that fun vibration out of you. I feel like you're so used to being serious that the person that you come across is going to bring a sense of, okay, like, wake up, like you have a new spark, you have like fire under your feet, you want to go, you want to be on the go 24/7, you want to live the hustle and bustle life, but it's not going to be to the point of self-destructing. Healing, group one. So you've been taking the time to take care of yourself, and you've been realizing how backwards it is to not be authentic. With the authenticity card being here, you've been realizing how backwards people are when they expect certain things from you, but they aren't giving you the same energy in return. So you have been very calm, cool, collected, but you've also been letting people know, and letting people know where you're coming from and what you're not going to tolerate. Okay, so demand a spa day. Tell that person, hey, I'm not going to go out with you unless you stick to my boundaries. If my boundaries are a problem, that's possibly why I need to have them, especially with you in the first place. I see you having a conversation like this. Drop the bottles, drop whatever it is you've been soaking or distracting yourself with, and get to speaking. You have a mouth for a reason, group one. Healing, self-care, introspection, meditation. It's okay to be zen and still let people know they got you effed up. And authenticity, finally, group one. Authenticity says, be your divine self at all times. You weren't designed to fit in. Break away from expectations and fully express yourself in your own unique way, and you'll be a magnet for success. You'll be a magnet for success, but you've got to play the game. What is playing the game exactly? Playing the game is when you treat yourself as if you've already had, or you already have, everything that you want to attract, because it's the truth. And other realities and other dimensions, you're already your healed, developed, mature self. Okay, when you submit work, in a class or in school in general, just because your professor hasn't input your grade into the system doesn't mean that they aren't looking at your paper. They may be taking longer, but maybe they're just taking longer to process your information. Maybe they are taking notes about what you need to do better, about what you excelled at in your paper and your assignment. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to get your grade back. So the universe is like, the more you rush me, the more you come towards me with this desperate energy, the more it's going the more it's going to take to find its way to you. Okay? So moving on to group 2. You've got healing, the Hermit, ooh, the Empress, okay, exhausted, sipping. All right. Major healing from a breakup energy, major coming back as the bad bee you know you are, being in hibernation or forcing yourself to go in hibernation for the summer, or doing your thing on the low, not posting, not saying much, keeping your conversations very, very short and sweet so people don't always know what you're up to. You may be a Virgo, you may have Virgo placements. You may be someone who is very intellectual, but people tend to think that they have a one up on you because you are very strategic with your communication. You're very strategic with everything that you do. And it's because you're aware that because of the way that you look on the outside, your facial expressions, your body language, you come off as a very naive person, very gullible person. People believe that they truly can take advantage of you and get away with it. You may also have Capricorn placements, which in my opinion makes it a lot easier for people to receive their backlash and their consequences for messing with you. You don't even have to move a finger. As soon as someone has their name in their mind, not even rolling off their tongue yet, the universe is so ready to serve them up a can of you know what. Yeah. So sit pretty, wait for things to reveal themselves in your dreams, visions. Also in music, you may listen to a song and it might remind you of a certain person. Within the lyrics there's going to be a message. Don't drive yourself crazy trying to find all these synchronicities. The numbers 4 and 7 may be significant here. 2 and 2 together, so the numbers of duality, balance, yin yang put together twice equals 4. So focusing on your foundation and your stability is what's important. You haven't lost anything. If anything, they lost you. Let's start off with the Akashic Oracle. Healing card. It says your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. You're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and an open heart. Okay? You are healing, not healed. You're always going to have something to work on. Your focus should be to compete with yourself, to be a better you. Every single day, choose to get up. Choose to do it again. Choose to try again. Choose yourself every single time. The Hermit, the archangel representing the Hermit is Archangel Raziel. Okay? It's spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. You were so attached, group number 2. You were so attached to a certain person in your emotional life that they were such a part of your identity that when they started stonewalling you, ignoring you for hours on end, or changing up the vibe out of nowhere, or being super loving and then being extra cold, it was messing with your head so much that you began to doubt your own divinity, your own femininity. especially with the Empress being here, represented by, there you go, the Empress being represented by Archangel Gabriel. The card says lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, and nurture yourself and others. People love the way that you love. People make promises. Doesn't mean they're always going to be kept. Being tricked by people is a sign of them being weak. Because if they needed to do so many things to impress, they knew this person that has caused this transformation within you, that has caused this rupture within you, because it's not actually a rupture, it's not actually a heartache or anything, it's just the kickstart to you healing all over again based on what they did to you. They knew that they were way out of your league. You were doing charity work for this person, group 2. So in your love life, you want to experiment with yourself. You want to birth things out of yourself. You want to, and this can be physical, possibly you being pregnant, having a pregnancy scare, having dreams of giving birth, people around you giving birth to new ideas, new projects. They want to involve you. They're interested in the way that you speak. Possibly you being a public speaker, a blogger, a writer, creating new projects due to the grief that you may be feeling in this moment, group 2. But you're exhausted. You're exhausted, you're burned out, burdened, empty, or at least this is the illusion that you're facing. And the Sipping card says rumors, gossip, and nosy. So people always want to be in your business, but just remember that people cannot ruin what they don't know about. They can try to. They're not going to be successful. Also, the I was gonna say an intuitive message and then it left. Conversations with the maternal figure can be significant. If there's some sort of knowledge that you'd like to have, or wisdom that you like to attain due to your current love situation, group 2, then speaking with the maternal figure or coming in contact with the maternal figure online, or someone that you look up to online that is in their true feminine energy, you guys are going to connect and possibly have a conversation that's gonna keep you out of the Two of Swords energy from the girl in the tarot who believes she's blindfolded and she can't make a choice and she's stuck and this and that. That's just, again, an illusion. The Distance card popped out, group 2. Divorce, ghosted, separation. So yeah, definitely a separation here with you guys in your love life, but it's for the better. This person's salty, they lost you, bitter, angry, and petty. Let them be petty. Let them be petty and not have access to you anymore. They're lost. Your win, your blessing in disguise. Now moving on to group 3, self-doubt, Three of Cups or 3 of Water, in the Angel Tarot, Knight of Swords, Knight of Air, in the Angel Tarot, daydreaming, and vacate. So doubting in the sincerity of whoever is surrounding you in your emotional life, group theory. I believe this is where you are. You're questioning yourself and unable to move forward. Don't let fear hold you back. If you have the strength and power to see it through, now is the time to break free from this limiting pattern. Doubting yourself or others, doubting your own power to love again after you have been tested. Okay, you are intelligent. You're very good at making decisions. The Knight of Swords is a very strategic individual, especially with their words. Three of Cups energy. Three of Cups energy. I believe it is positive. I believe it's positive. You need to get yourself in better spirits. But the people in your love life are like in a waiting. You've got like a waiting list, a wait list. You're not, you've got the key. You've locked everyone out of your emotional life until you can investigate them fully and celebrate. Because the Three of Cups, Three of Water says a celebration, wedding, graduation, or birth announcement. The need to have more fun. So you need to let loose. Your doubt is what's keeping you back, but for good reason. Sometimes it can protect you. It is a form of protection, but it's going to come in quickly where people are going to be like, okay, I'm not going to be standing here knocking down your walls forever. So you either choose me or you don't. Possibly someone with the initials P, P, A, and also I in their names. It could be initial, could be letters that they have in their name. Zodiac signs that are significant: Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay, group 3. You've been daydreaming and you've been having these ideas of these fairy tales that you want and being kind of delulu, because being delulu, like I said last night in my messages for the signs from all of my oracle decks, almost all of my oracle decks, sometimes being delulu is the salulu. You have a lot of hopes and dreams, especially when it comes to your love life, but you've constantly felt this energy of people you fall in love with, people that get your attention emotionally, competing with you, almost like the love is never reciprocal and it's never really pure. It's just something that they mask until they're forced to take that mask off, and then you know their true self is revealed. Daydreaming and vacay. So you've been daydreaming of getting away. You've been daydreaming of someone who can spoil you, who can not just be good with their chatter, but also match their actions. They can also show you off on social media. I'm getting this energy, group 3, of you being very frustrated due to not being shown off on social media and not just treated as something private in their life, whether you're in a relationship currently or you have been in the past. But there's this fear of you being hidden because you've been hidden in the past. Someone having the Seven of Swords energy, like in the tarot, excuse me, or someone being like the Devil card, or like keeping you in the Tower when you should be the Empress, surrounded by pentacles. Lavish, living lavishly, because that's how you treat people. You're very intuitive. You're very good at reading people, especially reading people's eyes. People can send you a picture and you know that their eyes tell you a story. and they can say, oh, you know, I'm fine, nothing's wrong, but you know it's bull crap. Because come on, how is it not? But yeah, those are your messages for your love life. I will be uploading this tomorrow. So thank you so much. Wendy signing off. Wait, there you go.